Go on, Gator. Alright, first league with Sultai Shadow. I've not played Paper Vintage before. Yeah, I don't plan to do a 24-hour stream. 24-hour streams are miserable. This hand's decent. Anyone who wins any Magic tournament got lucky to do so. Yes, you should practice, but at a certain point, it's just like, you can only practice so much. You can only practice so much. So how much did you practice? As much as you can. As much as you can. Hardened Scales. Alright. You know, I almost joined a friendly league with this deck, and I was like, nah, people pay to see the competitive leagues. Match one competitive league. Hardened Scales, yep. Gotta renew my shield license. Ed Malozbot, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. 5 months, welcome back, I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hang boy, yep. That's a hang boy. There isn't a land in the graveyard yet. That's good for us. It's unfortunate that I can't get lower than 13 this turn. It's really unfortunate. Are there any double blue cards? Technically Snapcaster's double blue. I guess I'll just get Breeding Pool here. I'm gonna start by attacking with this. I'm gonna snap push this, I think. Oh, they're blocking. Deal. There's like a Nissa. Sure. Sure. So I really want to draw something to deal damage to myself here. A Thoughtseize, a shock land, a fetch land. So I can, like, get both these shadows into play next turn. I've thought about trying to qualify for a Pro Tour, and then I realized I like time and money. I've thought about qualifying for Pro Tours, but I always realize that I both appreciate my time and enjoy having money. Alright, so we'll push this, kill this, Shockland, WD. Alright, sure. Sure. Push you. Oh, wait. I took one off of that. I was like, wait, where'd that extra hit point go from? That's really good for me. They attacked us. I mean, I traveled for Magic a bunch. Just because you travel doesn't mean you dislike your family. Like, there's nothing wrong with traveling if you enjoy it. The owl costume is in the mail. We ordered it last night. We ordered a whole family's worth of owl costumes. Looking for Thoughtseizes, fetch land, shock land, so these Death Shadows can get in there next turn. That'll also do pig. That's arguably better than a lot of the ones I was thinking of. Mishra's Bauble. You already have an artifact in the bin. I'm just gonna Hulk smash with everything here, right? Wait, family is in 2 small owl costumes for the kids? Yes, that is exactly correct. Came for the hex, stayed for the memes. Sir Prio with the 12-month resub. Thank you very much. I appreciate you sending your fun money this way again this month. We're actually going to get back to some hex later this week. We're gonna get back to some X later this week. I definitely spent like an hour this morning poking around in the deck editor, and I'm planning to maybe stream some tomorrow afternoon. Scavenging Ooze is okay card for them, but it's not really gonna line up well against everything we have going on. They have kind of finite mana. I don't remember who first suggested the owl costume idea. Street Wraith. Fetch land will do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. This means they have to block 2 of my things, right? Because my Death Shadows get to become 6/6s here. We ended up going with the more colorful one. These are my 1-mana 6/6s. There are many like them, but these ones are huge. Damage. They'll eat something. I'll fetch here. I'm just gonna go to 7, make these 6 power dorks. Good old Triple Abyss, right? Am I supposed to play around a sweeper? Nah, I've got Stubborn Denial. I've got 1 mana negate. Sweepers? I got 1 mana negates. Ain't nobody give a shit about no damnation. Got him. Spent 4 mana on that 24 power worth of creatures. Spent 4 mana on those 24 power worth of creatures. Got a Yu-Gi-Oh card. What a tilt. Abrupt Decay seems pretty decent. Kills Nissa. They're fine. Most decks in Modern are fine. Will there be another owl-themed task we can hit? I don't know. Playing a deck with good cards. Stream Decker's updated, right? Did I forget to update Stream Decker? I might have forgotten to click on it. I forgot to click the last thing. Yeah, the deck list is updated on Stream Decker now. Thank you. Need to click OK. Thank you. I have a sword, by the way. Zerp, thanks for hanging out for a year. Is this a stubborn? This is probably not a Whispers of the Emrakul matchup, right? They're probably going to empty their hand pretty quickly. Pithing Needle is true. You put Pithing Needle in. This is probably just okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think Pithing Needle shuts off Gavany Township too. Scavenging Ooze, turn off Hangerback Walker. Turns off a lot of their stuff, right? It seems fine. Got a curve, right? Kill your thing, stick my thing, kill your thing. The Howl stream should be 12 hours overnight. It's probably true. Needs to be 12 hours overnight. This is our first match with the deck. We're up a game here. Seeing how it feels. Hey, I'm just gonna push this off a cliff. Just get that out of there. I could maybe take the 1, but like I feel like I'm gonna be able to deal enough damage to myself that I don't need to take an extra one there. Maybe this Liliana was supposed to have come out. Could be something else, not particularly good against the tokens their deck can produce. Pretty good against that, though. Overgrown Tomb. Playing a 4/5. They can take 2 card types out of the graveyard to play an activation on this, though. So this will very likely be a 2/3 very soon. What happens when Hardened Scales doesn't draw Hardened Scales? Asking the important questions. Whoa, that's so good for us. I think if you have access to push, you generally just want to be able to kill their things. I don't know, it depends. Like, the actual answer to that question is that it probably depends. Did you read the deck list notes I left on my deck list? Almost certainly not. I can pull them up now, though, that you mentioned they're there. It's late and streams are long. Doing homework. Back with my baby 2-3. Yeah, the meme community is strong. The meme community fully funds most ideas we have here. Oh, you're on mobile. I think you have to tap the screen. I think if you tap the screen, you get to it somehow. Definitely on Android, I think you have to touch the picture. All right, let's do this before I opt. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if you can actually subscribe from the iOS mobile app because, what's it called? Apple's really pimpy about what you are and aren't able to do in their application. So they're kind of pimpy when their things involve money. I was going to discard this Traverse because it's not very good, but like, I have so many lands, might as well just spin a land. Well, we're playing Inquisition also. We're playing it as supplemental discard. We're not replacing 1-mana discard with it. We're playing... Oh, wait. I guess we are. I'm a liar. I thought we had Inquisitions too. We just have Thoughtseizes. Don't listen to the man that's wearing the owl costume. He's a liar. That's bad for us. Means they can... Yep. Removal. So this can turn into a 6/6. I guess I can draw a Fatal Push. No, we have 3 types in our bin. They've been eating our stuff with Scavenging Ooze. Removal. Fatal Push on top of their deck. Maybe they punt here and let me get this. Whoa, they punted and let me have it. Well then. Yep. Alright, I'll take this one, I suppose. I was just gonna plus my Liliana anyway, so it's like, might as well do this. God bless us, everyone. No, they have Scavenging Ooze to beat Snapcaster Mage. They have Scavenging... I know they just failed to do it in response to this. But... looking at a Fatal Push here or an Abrupt Decay. They have a Fatal Push on top of their deck, so they're going to lose this, which sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, like, we have Ops in our deck. I agree that Ops probably worse than Zero Visions on average, though. We running hot, chat. We running hot. So I'm gonna push this. I'm gonna edict them. I'm gonna smash into their Nissa Voice of Zendikar. We know they have a Fatal Push in their hand. Because, like, if I plus the Liliana, they're just gonna play their Fatal Push out, right? So, like, there's no reason for me to do that. So let's see what they do here. If they don't block one of these Goyfs, I can crack the Mishra's Bauble and put this down to 1. Oh, Opt helps you hit Delirium. That makes sense. I like the consideration for Delirium. Yeah, these decks do kind of have a hard time getting instants in the bin a lot of the time, don't they? Sorry if that knuckle cracking was a little loud. Sweet. So, Bauble you. Make this a 5/6. This is going to 1 now. They're going to push this. Hardened Scales on top of their deck. That really doesn't do much right now. Go. To draw another card. If we draw a Stubby D, I'm probably still stubbing them. It's just bobbled into Bauble twice. Let's take a peek at their top card here. Marsh Flats. Alright. That should probably be all she wrote. Draw an extra card here. Abrupt Decay. That's pretty good. That's lethal, right? Because they have a Marsh Flats in hand. I kill this, and then I crack them for 20. Death Shadow is so silly. Death Shadow is so silly. Thank you everyone for hanging out here tonight, watching us battle some Modern. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer. I stream here on Twitch full time. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch. Subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. If you have Amazon Prime, that means you get Twitch Prime for free if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account. And Twitch Prime includes a free channel subscription to a channel of your choice every single month. It doesn't cost you anything additional, and it still supports my content here. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags, all sorts of stuff there. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronix and you. Anoronix likes to remind you at the very least, make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live. I always try to put the decks that we're playing on a given day in the stream title so you can always know what to expect that day when I go live. If you can't catch a live stream and you see a deck that looks sweet in the title, you can always check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. All of my stuff gets archived there. So all of the matches from today will be published by tomorrow, so you can check them out there. This is probably fine, right? These baubles could be anything. This first Traverse is probably going to be a Lay the Land, but the second will likely get us a creature. Don't forget to breathe. If I breathe, it takes me longer to get through the plug. And let's be honest, not everybody wants to listen to the plug. We get to do a Bauble Delta draw trick here. So what we do here with this is we're going to go ahead and Bauble ourselves. If there's a card we want on top, we'll go ahead and we'll draw it. That's actually going to put a creature type in our bin, so yeah, I'm okay drawing that one. I'm going to go ahead and Bauble them as well. There's a Remand on top of their deck, sure. So I'm going to go ahead and pass. So we'll draw the Street Wraith. Could be Storm, could be a Blue Moon strategy. Whispers of the Emrakul. Okay. Maybe I should have traversed on one. Guess I wasn't planning on drawing Whispers, huh? Cast this Goyf into a remand, I guess. And then next turn I can go Traverse into Whispers Himyu. Could be Storm. Yeah, it could be Storm, or it could be, like I said, could be something else. Hopefully we get a next turn. We could just die here. What deck should my friend who originally had Abzan built transition considering his card pool? Which Abzan deck? I definitely think we want to him them this turn, right? I believe we have another basic. I think there's 3 basics on this deck. Yeah. All right. And I'm actually going to shock myself here because I'd prefer to have Death Shadow closer to being online. A big beanie cap with the big tier 3 sub. Thank you very much for that very generous support. I really appreciate that. If you want to drop me a message on Whisper me on Twitch or message me on Twitter, and we will set up what your donation deck list for the month will be for your big sub. Thank you very much for that huge level of support. I really appreciate that. Which member? This one right here. So let's get this out. And then I could dismember this dork, and then God, this is gross. This is disgusting. I mean, probably just Jund, right? I'll let this gift resolve. Hey, JN318. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I do appreciate it. Tron, someone asked, is Dampening Sphere the end of Tron? Dampening Sphere is not the end of Tron any more than Blood Moon is the end of Tron. Dampening Sphere is going to have to be paired with efficient pressure and disruption. So you're definitely, it's not just, I'm gonna do that. It's possible that I'm supposed to bin the Past in Flames since I have the Stubborn Denial. It's possible I'm supposed to bin the Past in Flames since I have the Stubby D in my hand. I can snap Whispers. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. That is definitely a line that's on my radar. Yeah, I want to kill the Electromancer, but I wanted them to make their decision with their gifts ungiven, assuming their Electromancer was living. We do not have an Eternal Witness in our deck, but we do have 2 copies of Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, so I can fetch, shock, snap, search for Azcanta. Sure. Sure. They're going down to 3 cards. Yeah, I get to snap him them next turn. And then, like, get a Death Shadow the following turn to, like, still have Stubby D up through all of this. Or I could just have a Death Shadow now. Yeah, I think it's probably more conservative to him them. I saw a Storm list that had 1 search for Azcanta in it the other day. Well, this is just great, because we just, like, take all of their things here, right? So, your last 2 cards are gone. Good night. And then, like, Next turn, I play Traverse, get Snapcaster Mage to have Snap Stub, and like play Death Shadow. They don't all play sideboarded Blood Moons. They don't all play sideboarded Blood Moons. Honestly, the line I took last turn might have been wrong. It might have been correct just to, like, jam Death Shadows into play and hold Stubborn Denial up. I just really wanted to snap him my opponent. For being completely honest, I just really wanted to snap him my opponent. Yeah, I get to traverse for a second Snapcaster Mage here. So now I get to traverse for Stubborn Denial effectively. We've played Affinity once or twice in the past. I believe, pretty sure. All right, extra stubby D, Collective Brutalities, Strokes, Pulse, EE. God, this sideboard is really aggressive against Storm. It's really aggressive against Storm. The colorless Eldrazi deck seems really powerful. We have it in the queue coming up here at some point. It seems very reasonable. Ah, my wife is cooking, so there's a smoke detector going off upstairs. I'm going to finish sideboarding here and then run upstairs and check and make sure that that's because she's cooking and not because my house is burning down. Pretty sure it's because she's cooking. What am I supposed to cut here? Need 3 more cuts. Need 3 more cuts here. Usually they board some dorks out against us, and like I have these 4 cards to kill dorks. The strokes probably aren't good enough. They're a little slow and clunky. Wife is cooking, therefore house burning down, right? I don't know what I want to cut. Need 1 more. I'm going to trim a Bauble since I'm bringing in Nihil Spellbomb. Yeah, I think Traverse is fine. I want to get threats. I'm going to run upstairs and make sure my wife is okay and the house isn't burning down. And grab a snack too while I'm there. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll be right back. All right, so I think I'm just actually supposed to take the remand here. Just want to like stick my Tarmogoyf and beat them to death next turn. Although I guess I could fetch shock and stick Death Shadow, but I don't really want the Death Shadow to die to Bolt, right? Don't really want the Death Shadow to die to Bolt. This almost gives me Delirium. Almost gives me Delirium. Sure. Yeah, sticking. That's annoying. Alright. As you will, opponent. As you will. I think I'm just supposed to stub this gifts, right? I think I'm just supposed to stub this gifts. Puts instant in my bin for him to Torok, which is nice. You know, I missequenced my fetch lands here. I definitely should have left Misty Rainforest as my last one. Because they have fetch lands, they could likely have Blood Moon in their deck. And if they Blood Moon me, if I could fetch a forest, then I'd be able to traverse for a swamp. I think I just want to fetch the gifts because I want to turn on my Whispers of the Emrakul sooner. I feel like they're digging for Moon here. Hopefully it's just another piece of the puzzle. I'm actually playing Legacy in Cincinnati this weekend for my team, but that's just because the other two people I'm playing with hate Legacy more than I do. Hey, Dismember? We dismembering my Death Shadow? This is a neat line. Okay, so they're gonna leave me with nothing here. Okay, so 1 target, 2 target, 3 target, 4, and then 1 on the... This is a good line from the opponent. They're killing both my creatures or taking my clock off the table. So even if I fetch shock there, I wouldn't have been able to keep my thing. That's perfect. Alright, so let's... him you. And then... I'm actually just going to be a little bit conservative. Nah, I'm not. I'm a liar. I'm going to get Basic Forest, and I'm going to go ahead and Traverse for a Death Shadow. And then I'm going to fetch Shock and get another blue source and cast the Death Shadow. So they can't bolt it. Alright, you have 1 card, go. Next turn we get to Traverse for Snapcaster Mage and then have Snap Stub up along with our 5/5. Just run you into the ground. God, I muted myself when I meant to unmute. I definitely was trying to talk there and didn't realize I was muted. Thank you, chat. I've been muting, and they're not chips. I'm healthy, damn it. These are baby carrots. Thank you very much. These are baby carrots. They have a crunch like a chip, but they're far more healthy. What I was saying is that this deck is like Sultai Shadow's been like a reasonable deck in Modern for a long time since we realized Death Shadow is a great deck, right? Like this is actually the first Traverse Shadow deck that anyone ever played. This was the initial Traverse Shadow archetype, basically. Double Champion, Meddling Mage, Phantasmal Image. So I'm just going to take a Champion of the Parish here. That seems fine. We can Fatal Push the other one. This is extremely punishing. Losing our Fatal Push here feels really terrible. I wanted to be resource efficient last turn and use the Grim Flayer, but losing our Fatal Push here feels really bad. Mopa, it's in the donation queue. The deck list link is in the donation queue. I leave it in the donation queue until I get done with it for the evening. Just for reference. Do I want to Traverse here? Do I want to Traverse here? Yeah, the 12-hour stream will be in the owl costume. So we ripped this, which isn't quite push, but it's pretty good. I think I just traverse for a forest. Play forest, Abrupt Decay this. I think I'm going to see how they feel about... I'm going to attack with this first and see what they do. Nah, it's fine. I want to get this Champion of the Parish off the table, I think. Well, maybe because I have the Death Shadow in my hand, the Champions fight. Nah, I just want to get the Champion off the table. So I assume this name's Goyf. They know about Goyf and Shadow, yeah. If they hit us, that means we find a fetch land, we can play the Shadow. That's really unfortunate. Digging for removal. For removal, perfect. Spin this, hit okay. Put this on top of my deck, your move. They hit us for 3, they make Shadow castable next turn. Yes. Yeah, the Shadow decks that existed before the Probe ban, though, they weren't these mid-range... These mid-rangey type builds, right? They were like the more all-in aggressive builds. Another Meddling Mage, that sucks. Probably name Shadow. They could just put a second one on Tarmogoyf too. But the Shadow is definitely castable, so... See what's up here. Yep. How do we feel about just pushing this and then sticking Tarmogoyf? I kind of like that. We're just like winning the race if we do that, right? It's like putting them to 10 here and getting to like set my deck up again. I think I'm just spinning all of these. I'm just like looking for more removal, right? Yeah, I think I'm just going to kill this one on Tarmogoyf and then play a Tarmogoyf. Like cuts their clock down to 1 point in the air and like leaves me 9 power in play. So it seems great. The sideboard definitely feels like it needs some work. Like, I'm not excited to bring this Spellskite in here against humans, but, like, I just don't have any other cards in my sideboard that I can really realistically bring in. I don't want these in my deck. So, I don't want Stubborn Denial, and I don't want Whispers of the Emrakul. So, these are the 6 cards I have that I can bring in. And, like, we had too many cards to bring in against Storm. So, like, probably want to try and balance the board a little bit. Like, cut some cards that could potentially be for Storm and, like, add some more cards for aggressive decks. I think Needle for Vial is narrow. I think I'd rather have Spellskite to protect from Reflector Mage. Yeah, last game was kind of an exception to how the games are going to play out. Like, I know we killed our opponent with cards in their hand last game, but on average, I think our opponent's going to be pretty empty-handed pretty quickly. Thoughtseize kind of gets the pass because, one, it's cheaper on mana, and two, it helps enable our Death Shadows being faster. No turn one play is kind of weird first. Oh, they mulligan to 5. God bless. God bless us. God bless us, everyone. So if we win this match, we'll be 3-0, which means we'll lose the next two, because every deck's a 3-2 deck. Oh. Every deck's a 3-2 deck. Do-da, do-da. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We can actually, hopefully they play a 2-drop that's not Thalia. We can go fetch, shock, push, untap, shadow, shadow. Thalia's annoying, but not the end of the world. I think I still just go shadow, shadow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go shadow, shadow here. Gives me 2/2/2s, right? This deck is so stupid. Just, alright. Here's my 15 power worth of 3 mana of creatures. Alright, attack you, go. This is all I got, I guess. Your move, I suppose. This is all I can put together. I really hope it's good enough. Phantasmal imaging by Death Shadows, sure. No, I don't think Chart of Course is good. I think it's worse than playing cards like Is It Charm that are more flexible. Why do their Death Shadows cost so much mana? Asking the real questions. I don't understand. Why did you pay 4 mana for your 2 Death Shadows? I only paid 3 mana for my 3 Death Shadows. Camptown ladies sing the song, do da, bum 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 bum. He would have to block if I attacked with 2 of them. Yeah, but their shadow wouldn't die. Their shadow wouldn't die. So you're dead on board. Dead on board. Just make sure you're real dead. 3060. Let's keep cutting them down, shall we? Lining them up and knocking them down. I read Zomboys. It doesn't seem particularly good. I was asking Burgle about cards he liked, and he mentioned Zomboys too. Maybe y'all are just seeing something I'm not, but that card doesn't seem particularly appealing to me. Changes. His back to nature is stupid. It should probably be another engineered explosives. If you want 2 ways to kill Leyline, that doesn't seem unreasonable, but I would definitely just play 2 Maelstrom Pulse rather than a back to nature. Like I said, I think you want a little bit more cards for the aggressive and the human style matchups, and like engineered explosives is a card that's pretty reasonable in those. Main deck seems pretty reasonable. I think I'm pretty happy with a lot of your main deck choices. Like good collection of reasonable cards. I like the 2 Snapcaster Mages. Feels pretty trim. Oh man, getting value on a Stubborn Denial against an Aether Vial deck. That feels good, chat. That feels good. That's... Oh, yeah. Death Shadow. Tarmogoyf. Yep, sign me up. Sounds good. Watch. Just wanted a threat. In. Go. Oh, is it humans again? Is this the same humans player? Different humans player. Alright. Soft stub, check my bingo box. Ha! Got him! Got him! Play my Liliana. I'm just gonna Edict them because I want to encourage them to kill my Liliana so that way they turn on my Traverse next turn. Well, I played Polluted Delta actually, so it wasn't a hard tell. But yeah, you're right. It wouldn't be a dead giveaway, just because like this deck is turning itself anyways. I guess if they have running Mantis Riders here, I could be in trouble. Like if they Mantis Rider me down to 4 and then hit me for 4 again. Yeah, it seems pretty sweet. Yep, there's one Mantis Rider. If they have a second one of these, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Because this is hitting us almost certainly. Maybe I was a little bit too fast. Whoa! I was going to say that. That's super wrong. I was about to be super excited if they were hitting us with that. Huh. Doing that. Am I pushing? Oh, yeah, you're super right. Thank you. You're definitely right. I definitely should have waited. Solius is correct. My timing there was shit. Timing there was really bad. So we're just going to be dead to a second Mantis Rider. I could have avoided being dead to a second Mantis Rider if I would have waited on the Abrupt Decay. Yeah. Yep. So they have another Mantis Rider. I'm dead now. So getting the second blue source was really wrong, as opposed to a second green source, because I was never going to stab Stubborn Denial in this game anyways. So that was kind of narrow and bad. Because, like, they named Death Shadow here, but if I had a second green, I'd be able to traverse for a Goyf and play a Goyf. And then I have 2 lethal Goyfs in play. Oh, I should have bubbled them first here, right? I definitely should have bubbled them to get information about what they're going to have next turn. I guess I play this and target them, and then I probably... Actually, I want to do this during their upkeep. No, because then I won't draw. Because then I won't draw if I draw Fatal Push. So this needs to get Snapcaster Mage, right? And then Snapcaster Mage can give me... Can snap Abrupt Decay next turn to remove a potential blocker. Would discarding Decay, holding Snap Traverse be a line? Yeah, maybe. Oh, I missed a point of damage with the sequencing too. God, I'm so sloppy. Wait, did I? Oh, the Traverse added a card type. Yeah, the Traverse added a card type. That was really sloppy on my part. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, they should be at 4. Fatal Push. And see, if I would have managed my card types better, they'd be at 3 right now, which means a Horizon Canopy activation would lead them dead to Snapcaster Mage. For people asking why I didn't go get Death Shadow, this is naming Death Shadow. So that's why I didn't do that last turn. We're trying to dodge Malcontents. We're trying to dodge... what's the other card we're trying to dodge? We're trying to dodge Malcontents. We're trying to dodge... Another Meddling Mage is pretty bad for us here. That's just not that bad. Oh. Because I'm dumb and bad. Because I'm dumb and bad prototype. Because I wasn't thinking about it. Because I was thinking about getting a 2-for-1. Because now they can't attack, right? You're right that I definitely should have just Ambush Vipered them. Because I didn't have anything to flash back. I didn't have anything that I could flash back. So, what am I supposed to do here? I'm probably just supposed to Snap Decay, right? Am I? I think I'm supposed to Snap Decay the Reflector Mage, right? Yeah, I'm gonna Snap Decay the Reflector Mage. I definitely should have traded with this. I definitely should have traded with this last turn and then had a Death Shadow in play right now. Yeah, we have to Decay Reflector Mage, I agree. And like, again, if I had managed my card types a little bit better, they'd be at 2 right now, which means when I attack with this, they'd have to trade with it. So this gets to name something. And if this doesn't name Goyf, I get to play Goyf. So that named Goyf. So I need to draw a land or a Fatal Push. I need to draw a green fetch land, a forest, or a Fatal Push here because I mismanaged my stuff. Please attack. Please attack. Opt. I have to opt into a removal spell, right? I have to opt into Fatal Push. If I opt into Fatal Push, I don't have Pulse in my deck right now. This is game 1. Ding. They have some draws that kill us next turn. They have draws that kill us next turn. But yeah, but I can't Lily Uptick and play a creature this turn because this one's on Tarmogoyf. So if I kill that one, I can't play this, and then they have 2 creatures and I have 1 blocker and I'm dead. So the fries were certainly done. You're not wrong. And then I'm dead to Reflector Mage no matter how I cut it, right? So I might as well attack them with this Death Shadow. Just need to fade like 1 more draw out of them. Because if I snapped Abrupt Decay on... If I snapped Abrupt Decay on the non-Reflector Mage target, they would have imaged Reflector Maged and then Reflector Mage my Snapcaster Mage and hit me for 2, which would have been lethal. So I decided to take the line that didn't leave me dead, which I know was a bold strategy. I know it was bold and innovative, but I decided to make the play that didn't leave me dead on board, which is weird, but if you watch the stream enough, you'll come around to making the plays that don't leave me dead on board. I'm glad this is a no justice stream, so we just won that, because I definitely did not deserve to win that game. Definitely did not deserve to win that game. The mage was a phantasmal image. The mage was a phantasmal image. We're just going to board just like we boarded teams before. I'm going to cut denials and whispers and bring in these 6 cards. I think we're short. I think I'd like to, 1 or 2 more cards for humans, ideally. Lizard Dinzio with the $5 donation. Longtime viewer, first time donator. Had to do it for the owls. Thank you very much for the $5. Look at that. Get that added in there. Working on up to that $2,000 goal for the 12-hour owl stream. Seems pretty good. It's pretty good. I guess I don't have a green sword. I thought this was a fetch. This hand's probably a keep even without it being a fetch, but Humans is a very good deck. Humans is one of the best, if not the best deck in Modern. I'm actually not a huge fan of Flaying Tendrils. More Engineering Explosives would be good. Yeah, Push would have been really good. We couldn't have known that, though, right? I think I'm pretty obligated to take Myriad Crusader here, right? Like, that's just the card that kills me. It's the card that kills me by a lot. And I should have done this, because this would make it easier, right? I'm sure there's a land on top of their deck. Yeah, there's a land on top of their deck. God bless. Glad we took the card that kills us. Let me give you a good piece of advice. Just take the card that kills you. Don't be cute. Stop it. Nope. I know what you're thinking, and stop it. I know what you're thinking, and stop it. Take the card that kills you. Which card can't you beat? That's the one you should take. Sweet. 3 looks at a land here. Ding. Didn't even need it. Still had all these. That's actually quite good, right? Because I get to go ahead and fetch shock down to 12. Get this Overgrown Tomb. And I can push plus Shadow here. Right? Yeah, that seems fine. Next turn, I can even traverse for a fetch land to get my Shadow going. They have Meddling Mage, Thalia's Lieutenant, Reflector Mage in their hand. If they want to Reflector me, I'm okay with that, I think. Yep, deal. Deal, Areno. Another fetch land's a great draw. I'm going to use this as a shuffle effect. A little scry on here. Street Wraith. I'm not really interested in a Street Wraith, right? I'm going to fetch shock off a Breeding Pool here, I think, actually. And then, yeah, I'm actually just going to go get a Tarmogoyf, right? Got four card types in my bin. Get a little Tarmogoyf in my life. Little Tarmogoyf in my life. Boop. Boop. I drew the Bauble off my other Bauble. I did not have the option to play the Bauble out. I did not have the option to play the other Bauble out. Otherwise, you are correct. You definitely should not hold the Baubles in this matchup, but not holding the Bauble wasn't an option. They go Meddling Mage into Thalia's Lieutenant. We can't Collective Brutality it, but then we get to Brutality the Thalia's Lieutenant. It's like, it's not all bad. Yep, that's Death Shadow, and they're going to make this a 3-3, which is annoying, because I can't Brutality it then, but it's what it is. They don't really have good attacks into my Tarmogoyf, which is nice. By that, I mean I have Snapcaster Fatal Push, because I am a powerful fucking wizard. Do I want to snap Fatal Push here? Is it crazy? I should have held this fetch land. Is it crazy? Is it crazy to Brutality plus opt this turn just to like kill the Thalia's Lieutenant? Because they go human. I guess if they go human, I really don't care because my cards are just bigger than theirs. Yeah, neener. My cards are bigger than your cards. My cards are bigger than your cards. I don't know the last card in their hand, but I'm gonna kill your 3/3. I'm gonna play my 5/5. I'm gonna attack you. Let's get in there. They have to have 2 humans, and they need to be able to cast both of them to get the Lieutenant out of Collective Brutality range. So, like, even if they do that, like, they're gonna have a hard time pressuring me. I guess if I get Reflector Mage this turn, I'm gonna be a little bit sad with that Tarmogoyf attack. I'm about to get Reflector Maged. Yeah, it feels like it. Maybe that Tarmogoyf attack was a little bold. It's probably a touch of a mistake there. Oh, this feels good. Yep, block. Go to 4. Yep. Another Brutality, huh? Let's opt, see what's up. Abrupt Decay. It's pretty decent. Am I going to kill this and escalate it? Just drain them? I think that's the plan. I think it's kill your thing, drain you. This way I'm not even dead to another Reflector Mage. And then next turn I get to go Shadow Decay. Red Man is terrifying. Guessing Malcontents is not quite lethal. Mantis Rider is almost lethal. Not quite though. Almost, but not quite. I'm supposed to, yeah, I'm supposed to do this, right? It's just not even close. Just like, get the fuck out of here. Alright, your turn. That's all I got. Go. We are dead to Mantis Rider now. We are dead to Mantis Rider, the way things have lined up. We are dead to Mantis Rider. But it is what it is. If you got a snake, you got a snake. We drew pretty well this game, so if they had a snake, they had a snake. Yeah, that's correct, Hilarious Max. And if they have just another creature here, they get another turn, right? Just like any creature lets us just double abyss them and then they live for a turn. We have some draws to just kill them on the spot if they just have one more creature, but they're definitely not just dead. Whoa! Whoa! That's a spicy meatball. That is. Yup. That's certainly very good. Yup. Yep, he's dead, Jim. Alright, any removal lets us win the game. No, I want to put 2 lethal threats into play. Giving my opponent more time means they just have more time to draw out of what's going on. What you're suggesting I do gives my opponent more draw steps. Just gonna make it easy. They're gonna chump block. Alright, so they have draws to kill us, or they need chump blockers. They have another Dire Fleet Daredevil will be in a really good spot. Am I dead? Why did we play a land if I'm dead? Yeah, speed bumps. Removal spell? Removal spell? Removal spell? Removal spell? Removal spell? Tilt. Should have fetched a Thin Hog land. Way to punt. Alright, one more draw for them. We have 4 Mantis Riders to kill us with, right? So about little less than 1 in 10. Double Abyss, go. Get you. Am I dead yet? Am I dead yet? God. Someone asked when the last time we 5-0'd was. Hopefully I'll be able to say tonight here in a second. Thanks everyone for hanging out through the end. This next match is going to be our last match of the evening. I'll be live again tomorrow morning, assuming my fiber internet is working again. I think my wife said it was connected back up, so... At any rate, we are 4-0-8-0 here this evening with the Sultai Shadow deck. Slaying some nerds. The sideboard's got some kinks in it, but the main deck feels really trim. It's got a lot of reasonable 4-ofs, a lot of powerful magic cards. Tron time. Oh, yeah, someone asked earlier, there should definitely be a Fulminator Mage in the sideboard. Just like 1 Stone Rain to traverse for is definitely worthwhile. Isn't Modern the 3-2 format? I don't know how I feel about this, right? I don't know how I feel about this. Last time I don't think I've ever 10-0'd a league. I don't think I've ever we 3-2'd with the Eldrazi deck. How's Whispers been treating us? It was pretty good against Storm. We've played against 3 aggressive decks. We've boarded it out 3 times. We boarded it out twice against humans and once against an Abzan aggressive deck that was a brew. And it was great against Storm. We definitely snapped it back against Storm and it was fine. You think so, Muppa? Okay, I believe that maybe. I believe that. You're just like boarding up to 8 counter spells. I can see that being the case. Does it really count as a Modern League if you 5-0? That's true. That's asking the important questions. Like, does this count as like a Legacy League? If we 5-0, does it mean it counted as Legacy? Because Legacy has 5-0 decks, right? This deck's almost Grixis Delver, right? It's kind of like Legacy Sultai Delver. Sultai Delver and Legacy plays him to Torok. I mean, Traverse Shadow is one of the best performing decks of the Pro Tour, right? Like, this isn't that far off of a traditional whatever it's called. This hand could miss, but I'm definitely not going to mulligan Street Wraith, Shockland. We get 2 hits. If we find a blue source, we're going to snowball everything off. If we find some more ways to deal damage to ourselves, we can get the Death Shadow going. We find Traverse our hits too, so... We could definitely brick and die, but I think this is a worthwhile keep. They gotta ban it. Get out of here. Get out of here. There are, like, on the list of things that are offensive in Modern, I don't think Death Shadow even makes my top 5. Actually, this card is on my list of things that is offensive in Modern. I really dislike this Magic card from a design perspective. I feel it's very similar to Gitaxian Probe in that, like, what it allows decks to do is stupid. Like, you shouldn't get to just play a 56 card deck, especially when the downside it's supposed to have attached to it turns into an upside for this card. A Crazy Ship with the 7-month resubscription. Thanks a lot. Welcome back, bud. I appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. So, my subscribers keep me doing what I do. Opponent in the tank or their cat disconnect their keyboard. Look, if we got the 5-0 by our opponent sitting disconnected for 10 minutes, I would not complain. Rats, you're supposed to be disconnected, opponent. Ding, fries are done. Just nothing but professionalism throughout this entire league. Really need to draw a blue source right on top. Go. You practicing Owling Mine for the event on stream? Yeah. In fact, if we hit the donation goal, we're going to play Owling Mine for 12 hours straight. So we are $195 away from the 12-hour Owling Mine stream donation goal. I'm just going to get aggressive here. This is probably Storm. I just want to fill my graveyard up and hit Delirium. I want to make sure I'm spending my mana every turn. So hopefully it's Storm, and hopefully Storm's a good matchup for us. If I felt pretty favored when we played it last time, that's a fantastic draw. It allows us to fetch Shock here and put this Death Shadow right into play. Just turn 2 Shadow. Sounds great. Get to opt at their end of turn. Get to Fatal Push their Dork. We are 8-0 in games. Owls, thank you for the bits, Slab Rat. I do appreciate that. $4 worth of bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Way too much of my daily ventures. I do have a lot of mannerisms. That are easily transferable. Would Architects of Will be worth testing in this deck to have another artifact to put in the bin? Maybe. I don't know, like, this deck is really light on resources. Like, it's 17 land, so, like, having more cantrips that cost actual mana is dangerous. Do not want to fetch land. Tarmogoyf, however. Tarmogoyf I'm in the market for. Abrupt Decay, probably in the market for. Shock myself, attack you for 3, put 4 more power into play, have Disruption, have cantrips, beat you down, beat you down, beat you down. Would that be the worst deck I've ever top 8'd with? It would be a toss-up between, if I top 8 with the Owling Mine deck, it would be the worst deck I've ever top 8'd in an open with. Top 8 in an event in general, the Scape Shift aggro deck I top 4'd a classic with, currently holds the title for worst deck I've ever top 8'd in an event with. I mean, that's like saying Gitaxian Probe shouldn't be banned, right? Like, Gitaxian Probe isn't banned because it's an overtly powerful card. Gitaxian Probe is banned because it does silly things. Please miss a land drop. Ding. Kill you. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, you know what? I should have... Yeah, whatever. Go. They could kill us here. They could go land Dork and then kill us. I definitely don't have interaction up this turn. Maybe I'm supposed to hold Fatal Push. Maybe I'm supposed to opt there and try and find a fetch land. Maybe I'm supposed to opt there and try and find a fetch land. So that way I could have, like, put them on a 2-turn clock without playing another Tarmogoyf. And then, like, held Abrupt Decay up here so I don't die to, like, land Dork rituals. They also just, like, might not even need to land. If they have another Manamorphose here, a Siru with the 4-month tier 1 resubscription. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the continued support, a third of a year. Was Landfall Things Escaped? It was. It also had a Valakut kill in it, but if we get a fetch land here, I'm going to feel really stupid. Traverse. Is there a sorcery in the bin yet? There's not, right? This sorcery makes the Ghost lethal? Nope. Oh, there's not a sorcery in my bin. Okay. Alright, that locks it up, right? I really hope we 10-0-5-0. That would be sweet. Yeah, Tron would still be playable, but it would definitely be significantly worse. Significantly worse would be a description I would use. Alright, how did we board last time? I cut these. I brought in the Stubborn Denial. Brought in the Nihil Spellbombs. I cut one of those. What else did I cut here? Dismember is probably fine. Oh, Liliana the Last Hope is bad. Do I want to change anything else here? Maybe I want one of these Fatal Pushes in. I'm going to cut one of these Mishra's Baubles. We have seen Grim Flayer tonight. He did work against one of the decks we played against. I forget which one. How is Member better than Fatal Push? I guess it's probably not. Because post-board, they have Lightning Bolts and stuff, and they're killing us. Like, Dismember lets you get aggressive with your Death Shadows, but it's probably not worth it. Sand is very good. They did. They intentionally priced Karn at 7 mana so he could be cast exactly off of the Tron Pisos. Worth maxing Bauble to make Whispers good if possible. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I should have one more Bauble in my deck and one less push. I can see that going either way. Alright, what are you working with? Blood Moon. That's rude. Let's get rid of that one. None of that turn 2 Blood Moon shit. It's good to know about. I'm gonna fetch Basic Forest here. Yeah, I'm gonna fetch Basic Forest. I can get into Death Shadow range either way. I also kind of want to be a little bit conservative with my health total post board in this matchup. Maybe I want Abrupt Decays in my deck on the play since they have Blood Moon. They hit another one. It's just empty. What the fuck is that? Instant sorcery spells whenever you cast instant sorcery spell. That's adorable. That is going right into your discard pile. Get the fuck out of here. I really think Maelstrom Pulse is a pretty well-positioned card right now. I think that's a card I'd play more of. I'm gonna Bauble this. I'm just looking for lands at this point, I think. Although I guess that would have given me Delirium, huh? That would have given me Delirium for the Whispers. Alright, so I'm casting this. Do I want to just Spellbomb them so I can Whispers them? They probably can't win if I hold up Spellbomb though, right? Yeah, Spellbomb gives it to us too, but I have to burn a resource to do that. I think I'd rather just play Death Shadow. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Death Shadow. Okay, I have this Fatal Push here. Maybe this is loose not to just take 2 cards out of their hand. I mean, this doesn't cost us any mana to hold up. Oh, you're saying just don't burn it? Yeah, I should have kept bottoming the Bauble was wrong. I didn't realize that it gave us Delirium. Another Death Shadow. So this adds an artifact, but loses enchantment, so it's a wash on Goyf damage. I'm gonna do this first, right? I have sorcery, I have instant, I have land. Yeah, I'm gonna do this first and see what I get here. Because I could potentially, like, chain Street Wraiths together and kill them with this Death Shadow. It might have been a little bit too aggressive trying to use this. Is that going other way? If they have, like, Gifts Ungiven here, I could get myself into trouble. Although usually they board some gifts out against us. Against decks like what I'm playing. Yeah, this feels like a Gifts Ungiven. We're digging for it, just because they recognize they're not going to have cards otherwise. They'd have a Remand as well. Please resolve. Please resolve. Feel like I mismanaged my resources this game. Definitely should have just taken that Bauble, so I could have held the Spellbomb up and still cast this as a what I have here. Yep. This is probably okay for me. Yeah, they're down to 1 card. And, like, this Goyf is lethal next turn. I think I'm just going to play this other Shadow out. I'm not going to hold Fatal Push up. They only have 1 card, right? For watching, chat. When was the last time we 5-0'd? Right now. Right now. Right now. Alright. The old 10-0-5-0. I think... So, I basically made comments about things I would change. The big thing I would change is I would just get some more removal for the aggressive matchups in the sideboard, like 1 to 2 more cards. I think I would turn like this back to nature, this Spellskite, this Pithing Needle seem kind of silly to me. I would probably like put a second Explosives in here, and if you really want something to like kill Leyline, you could like play another Maelstrom Pulse, you could play another Brutality, you could play another piece of spot removal. So yeah, where's Anaronix? He put up the 25k bit challenge earlier today. We were playing some other decks that were less good. At any rate, if you missed that league, it's all going to get uploaded to my YouTube channel. It's probably not going to be available till tomorrow because I didn't get any of my videos uploading midstream today because I'm actually currently still streaming from my mobile internet connection. Golgari Charm is a great suggestion. Love the Golgari Charm suggestion. I would try a Golgari Charm and Engineered Explosives. That sounds great. But yeah, I like the core of the deck a lot. I liked a lot of the numbers in the main. Whispers of the Emrakul did really, really good work against Storm both times we played it. Just really easy to board out against the aggressive decks. It's obviously not good there. I liked the 2 Tarmogoyfs. I liked the 1 Grim Flayer. The Liliana split was good. They were both good at different times. Yeah. So thank you very much for the donation, Mopa. And remember, if you are... Big shout out to all my subscribers. As always, we rolled past 1,000 sub points today. I have over almost 900 unique subscribers, so shout out to all of y'all. Y'all are the reason I'm able to do this as often as I do it, and it's been kind of wild investing more time into this and really having it pay off. So I'm really grateful for all of y'all out there, and I will be back tomorrow and Friday morning with some more Magic the Gathering. And if you're a Hex TCG fan, I think tomorrow afternoon I'm going to dive into Hex's Doombringer constructed format. So we're going to take a peek at that tomorrow, but we're going to do more Magic, probably a couple more Modern decks tomorrow morning. So thanks as always, folks, and I'll catch all y'all around later.